program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
Yo, smash like button. No intros, nothing. No, not doing any of that shit. Vicknair, John Deere, Taz, FanDuel, Sunshine. Shout y'all out. Smash like button. Yeah, smash. We're waiting on the we're loading up the video right now, but Brandon Ingram had some choice words to say today about his time in New Orleans. Here comes Chaz real quick. Let me add Chaz. What's up, Chaz?
What up, y'all? How y'all
doing? What's good, Chaz? How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. How's everything with y'all?
Everything's good, man. Lido, Chris, how y'all doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, man.
Amen.
A loss better than a tie is all I know.
Damn. All right. So, yes. So Brandon Ingram had some things to say. And we're going to pull the video here in a second. But Brandon Ingram today in his media day, so no one's seen him in a Raptors uniform because he missed 65 games last year from an ankle sprain. So this was his first time in an actual Raptors uniform. So great. People were shocked to see him in a uniform, but he had this to say. He said, let me preface this real quick. The reporter asked, what is one of the things that impresses you about Toronto? He never once said anything about New Orleans. He never once said anything about talking about the past or any he just simply said, what stands out about Toronto, or what are some of your favorite moments so far, considering you haven't played? What have been some of your favorite moments? And he said, the most impressive thing for me is seeing every seat in the arena filled up, every single game, no matter winning or losing, seeing everybody there showing love. That's definitely different from New Orleans. Everybody showing love, whether we are down or up. That wasn't very consistent in New Orleans. Okay, Chaz, do you want to go first?
Nah, I just want to say, you know what it's like? I've seen situations like this a lot in my growing up. It's like you get into it with a girl and she call her brother, right? Then you beat the brother up, right? And next thing you know, allegedly. Allegedly. And you still fucking the girl. So now the brother looks stupid. See, that's how a lot of the Brandon Ingram fans feel. Some of y'all in this chat, I've been telling y'all about Brandon all this time. Now, you know what? Stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there.
So we got the clip, Chaz. So the clip is in. We're going to play it here for you.
The thing for me is seeing every seat in the arena filled up. Every single game, no matter winning or losing, just seeing everybody there. That's definitely different from New Orleans, having every seat filled and everybody showing love, whether we're down or up. That was very consistent.
He talked about y'all like some hoes. I wouldn't stand for that.
There's people, Chaz. There's people backing. There's people in this fan base, not Brandon Ingram fans, that are backing this up, saying that I'm being too harsh. Let me before we go to Lido, Chaz, and Chris. So consistency. We're talking about consistency. He missed games, and we're talking about missed games. Like he was cleared. Like y'all remember the phantom toe injury that we were talking about, whatever it was a couple years ago. He was cleared for 4 weeks and decided not to come back. He was clear for 4 weeks. I know that because the previous guy that was there,
you used to be in the building.
Yeah. So in 2019, he missed 20 games. In 2020, he missed 21 games. In 2021, he missed 27 games. In 2022, he missed 37 games. In 2023, he missed 18 games. In 2024, he missed 29 games. He actually last year missed a total of 64 games with an ankle sprain. Okay. This guy never won a playoff series. He was 2-8 in his playoff career in New Orleans. He said, let him do it. Got completely shut down by Lou Dort. He missed 152 games in his time in New Orleans. God forbid the Las Vegas game. Shout out to I forget whoever my guy, whatever his name is. Who shouted me? It was shout him out. And then also my favorite thing. This is my favorite thing about Brandon Ingram. In the year 2023, 2024, he asked the PR team not to do post-game pressers. He would not go to the podium to talk. The media would have to go to the locker room in order to get a quote from him. Okay, so this is who Brandon Ingram was. All these phantom injuries. Yeah, look, Chaz talked about it for years. The concussion in which he got slapped by Najee Marshall and missed 10 games. Yeah, that was one of those phantom injuries. The toe injury in which he missed 30-something games. He was cleared for 4 or 5 weeks and decided to take his time. So I don't want to hear somebody like him take a shot at this fan base. I don't mind what he said. It's that he took zero accountability, that he was the problem. Nobody, I don't expect anybody to spend their hard-earned money, and Zion's included in this, and that's my favorite thing about the Brandon Ingram stance. That they talk about, well, what about Zion? This ain't about Zion. Zion hasn't said shit about the fan base. It's Brandon Ingram taking zero accountability and blaming us for not showing up because we didn't want to watch him in street clothes. And that's my problem. Go ahead.
Who you want to talk?
Go, Lito. I think you're going to back him up, so go ahead. Shout out Kai. It was Kai. My bad.
Yo,
Kai.
first of all, if they have this interview in a one-room shack, what?
Yeah, what's up with the lighting around this bitch?
Let's talk about that.
The thing for me is seeing every.
Hey, y'all ever see the cellar?
Yeah, that shit look crazy. I didn't know what was happening there.
No, that's worse than the WDSU shit. Like WDSU had the chalk in the background. They had the chalkboard. Like,
yeah. Though.
Man. Well, first of all, it's a little misleading. Because for one, like you the only basketball team for the whole country, so like. You fuck else gonna go? What ain't gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got hockey, the CFL. They don't even have a hold up.
They have a Major League Baseball team too, and
the Blue Jays. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, man, I don't know. Dude, they do have the Caravana too. They got some. They got some things. They got some things to talk about. Justin, I feel like I want to hear more of your rants. Honestly, like I don't want to like.
I just like look.
But wait, hold up. Before you say this, I want to say this. You asked me. You said I'm gonna back Brandon. I'm not. I'm just gonna say it's like it's a nothing bird. It's a who cares. I'm gonna tell you why. It's like a girl. Like Chaz was just like spot on about this. It's like a girl who you used to talk to coming back and being like, yo, you know what? My new man, he dressed way better than you. And you be like, but you stole all my hoodies. You got my shorts.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Okay.
And I talk about this with Chris. New Orleans wasn't like the question was about Toronto. Why did he have to bring? Because look, I put in my note. I had it in my notes today. I was like, I need to watch the Branding in person because I know this motherfucker. I know he's going to take a shot in New Orleans. The question was about Toronto. So, Chaz, my point here. Why did he bring up New Orleans? Why was New Orleans brought up?
You know what? So, and I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna preface this little thing to this. So, I had a collection that I was hoping I would never have to put out there in the universe, right? I was hoping I would never have to use this, right?
Yes.
So I just want to say this. I agree with Lito. Sometimes when people move on, they talk shit. That's just the nature of the business. But see, me, I ain't accepting no my bads or Chaz, you was right. I'm not accepting all that because the fan base, him more than anyone, they supported this dude. They stood behind him. Now, he'd have came on and said, oh, man, fuck all these podcasts. I'd have respected it.
Yeah.
I'd have respected it. But he ain't even come at me. He came at y'all. He came at the people supporting him. You know I ain't in there rooting for no motherfucking Brandon. But so I put this together allegedly. Yes. I just want y'all to take a look at it. Well, they got me fucked up now to proving my days off. Watch this. Ah, coach, I'm hurt. Come get me. I'm hurt. Ah! Hey, guess what the day is, Jose? Taco Tuesday. oh my God, this is my moment. Over here. I got it. Look out. Watch out. Look out.
I'm asking like,
You missed the best part.
Chaz, where did you find the 180 fade? Where did you find that play? I've been looking for that Thunder play for a long time.
I got my sources. This man got carried out the arena. It looked like a nightclub. It looked like a girl who had too much fun on her birthday. Like, oh, take this bitch home. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck what happened. Ain't no way in the world I'm getting carried out. I don't give a fuck what happened. But Brandon, like, I'll just say this. Nothing necessarily wrong with what he said. In his defense, nothing necessarily wrong with what he said. It's just the fact that you don't necessarily get to say it. And that was my argument. That's like Lito brought up a great point. It's like when Zion was like, stay over there. It's like, yeah. But you don't really get to say that because it ain't like y'all out here doing everything in y'all power to pack the arena. It ain't like y'all doing everything in y'all power to play an exciting brand of basketball. People literally don't know night to night if y'all gonna suit up. Y'all get hurt and literally don't have a timeline to return. You motherfuckers is just hurt indefinitely. So why would I? It's like this is New Orleans is a very small city. I'm not paying to watch y'all lose against the Utah Jazz 3 times a season. And on top of that, the dude we paying $30 million to suit up, not even showing up. Like, come on, brother. But
so, Kevin, like this is what we're talking about. Like, and Chaz just alluded to this. Like, he can't say that. You can't. He missed 30% of games played in 6 years, and like, you know where I lost it for him, Lito? Because like what's so funny is like they think like a lot of these people think we hated Brandon Ingram. Like go back a couple, like go look to the first 2 or 3 years. Like we liked this guy. Well, Chaz, and Chaz like saw through the bullshit, but me and Lito liked him.
Mm-hmm.
It was where I lost respect because I did respect this right here. Okay, you're like, what is this screenshot? And I'll tell you exactly what this screenshot is. It's a 93-91 game. 4 minutes left. The Pelicans are coming down from 20 points. Zion is going crazy. Jose Alvaredo's going crazy. Look at everybody standing up. You got Borrego. You got Collins. You got Casey Hill, Matt Ryan. Shout out George Washington, Cody Zeller. You got Dyson Daniels, Jonas Valanciunas, who's benched. And who's the only dude that is sitting down? Who's the only dude that quit on his team? It's Brandon Ingram. It was this night right here. When Zion went for 40 and this team made a huge comeback without him off the court and head coach Willie Green benched him. And not only did he not stand up for his team and cheer and try to root them on and be a veteran and be a leader of this team, he then skipped out on the post-game presser. He said, fuck y'all, I'm leaving. So am I supposed to show love to that? Is that my fault? Is that my fault you were fucking atrocious against the Lakers? Is it my fault that you were in the post-game pressure and said, let him do it? Lou Dort shut you down for another 172 fucking minutes? That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. That's your fault.
A lot of time.
Okay, you get paid 35 mil a year. Okay, and you miss 30% of work. Okay, over 6 years. That ain't the city's fault. The franchise didn't fail you. You failed us. Anthony Davis, yeah, guess what? He made the postseason 5 out of 7 years, whatever it was. He won a championship. He won accolades. He won awards. And guess what? The Lakers then flipped him and got Luka. What did we flip you for? Fucking Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk. Like, get the fuck out of here with all this shit. I'm so sick and tired of people shitting on the city and the franchise when you're the problem. Show up and play basketball. Be held accountable. Okay? You weren't a professional at all in any sense of the word. I have a major, major problem. I feel really strong about this now, about people being accountable. CJ McCollum didn't say a fucking word about the Pelicans. That dude played through injuries. You want to talk about professional? He was a professional. He was supposed to be the third option, and y'all made him the first option because y'all didn't show up. Zion's a part of the problem too, but Zion hasn't taken a shot at the city. Zion hasn't taken a shot at the fans. Zion, from what I see, looks like he's made a change in his life at 25 years old. I'm rooting for Zion. He's on my team. Brandon isn't on my team. And when you take a shot at the city and you take a shot at the fan base because you failed us, I got a problem.
Podcast host right there. That's who that's some of your best work right there, dog. Hey, you might have got to clip this up. I need to rewind. I saw it in real time. Hey, Chaz, you know where you be at when you saw like the greats just be great?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you remember where you were the Zion game, like the against the Timberwolves, I know where I was when Justin went on this rant. I've seen that.
Man, you know, see, the thing is, I never really understood like the misinterpretation that Brandon, loved being here. Brandon first week here, he was saying, "Man, I ain't got no hoes down here." Like he said, I ain't making this up. That's what he said, right? Then you ain't never really saw Brandon like in the community doing shit. Like
not once.
You've never heard about Brandon doing any of that. Right, and it's his money. Fuck, he ain't gotta do nothing. But I'm just saying, you've never seen him extend himself to that point. Truthfully, I don't even think I heard Lonzo ever say anything disparaging.
Nobody.
Yes. So I mean, look, man. At the end of the day, you just gotta accept people for who they are. This is not necessarily to me. It's not necessarily an indictment on Brandon because I don't think anybody. Like if you get traded somewhere, you don't necessarily care that much about the city. I mean, you got to ingratiate yourself and it takes time. But also, Brandon is the same person that wrote this long ass love letter. Talk about damn how it come to this. Yeah, damn, like man, get out of here. Like, I be like, y'all falling for that corny shit? Y'all falling for that? Like, I mean, man, look. That's why I just try to keep it 100 with these guys. Everybody replaceable. Everybody plays. This is a transactional relationship. You win, I'm with you. You lose, you got to beat it. You got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Brandon here biting motherfuckers, acting a fool. Brandon had it on. That easy street.
Chaz, what was the injury that game? Because he got injured in the middle of that game and then came back and hit Jose.
That was the game he twisted his ankle versus the Dallas Mavericks because Luka had like a strained quad or a hamstring that game. Motherfucker went out there, got changed, came back, sat on a bench, and bit Jose Alvarado. And let me just say this. I got a lot of brothers. I don't want to hear all that. You don't play with your brothers like that? No, motherfucker. No, we don't play like that. Bit Jose, what the fuck? Bit Jose Alvarado, right? People try to make weird shit normal. People like, yeah, everybody horses around like that. No, they don't. But yet still, bro, this dude could care less about winning. It was all about getting paid. He found a dark little corner. He can get his money and he didn't have no expectations. None. He was chilling.
So since we're telling stories, Chaz, and Lito, I want to hear your thought before I get to I want to hear your thought about there's some people saying the franchise failed him, and I want to hear your thought on that. But Chaz, there was a moment, you'll remember this. It was early on in the year, it was a couple of years ago. I think we beat OKC early in the year, like game 5 or 6, and we were really shorthanded. I think Zion had a 20-point comeback at OKC, and we had a back-to-back, and everybody was they played 6-7 dudes, everybody played 40+ minutes, and Brandon Ingram was cleared for the OKC game, and he didn't want to play, and he had the option to fly back. We were flying back that night. We had a back-to-back. We're flying back to New Orleans, and we needed Brandon Ingram to kind of carry the load and play in that game, and that motherfucker sat out. There are stories like this for 6 years of this type of shit. Every time he got hurt, he took his time. There was literally a running joke in the building where they're like, yeah, it's a Brandon Ingram injury. He's going to take his time. It's go look at his injuries. Yeah. October, November, and in March. October, November, and March. October, November, and March.
We was doing
a hip contusion. Yeah. Brother, look, man. There's people in this chat. There's people go to work sick, hip contusion, knee replaced, whatever. You show up to work. You're getting paid $35 million. You got a hip contusion. You can't play through that. Like, bro, like go look at all of his injury history. Yeah, the sprained ankle, that sucks. 64 games. I watched fucking Aaron Gordon played on a torn hamstring in the playoffs. I mean, there's countless guys that play through injury. You think these guys are 100%? No. Everybody's fucking beat up by game 15. This motherfucker's sitting out with a hip contusion, a sprained toe for 30 days, a hamstring, another ankle sprain, a fucking concussion. What? He got slapped in the nose. Everybody's hitting the nose. It's a 15-day concussion. What the fuck are we talking about? Tua Tagovailoa came back in a week.
I remember, maybe he shouldn't have, but
no, he probably shouldn't have. But he showed back up.
Yeah, that motherfucker was foaming at the mouth. It's funny. I've only seen like 3 or 4 people get carried off the court, and it's usually like some serious
Kevin
shit.
Durant walked off the court.
It's usually some dramatic shit didn't happen. Let's see Brandon get carried off the court at least 3 times. I'm like, God damn, Brandon. But also, I remember when Brandon got this concussion versus the Jazz.
I'll never forget it.
I think I called Justin I was like, I don't know.
Because it was 2 weeks later, Chaz. It was. And look, I know Najee Marshall and his brother were boxers growing up, but I mean, this was like a flick of the wrist and hit him in the nose kind of thing.
I had to ask. I said, did y'all got like Wolverine claws, like fucking fists?
So, Lito, Mike, I want to hear Chaz's thoughts too, but Lito, like, what are your thoughts on the people saying that the franchise failed Brandon Ingram?
Oh, hold on.
Y'all niggas worship him. Lie.
Failed Brandon Ingram. Do you have a tweet? Can I read? I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, I did actually. I got a couple here. I don't have them. I'll read them for you though. I had time today. I was ready. So shout out to Dominic Lala. I actually like Dominic, but he said calling BI. This is to me. Calling BI a failure while still buying into yet another year of Zion losing weight, and it will be different this time is wild. And then someone said, wow, really harsh take. BI had his struggles, but calling him a failure, there's more to the story than just stats and games missed. Team success involves way more factors than just one player.
You don't say.
And then I'll pull up a couple. Oh, this was my favorite one. Shout out to this fucking guy. It was, Max Julian. My guy Max Julian knew they was gonna be mad. Y'all a shitty fan base. It is what it is. Y'all are an ever-failing franchise, so excuse BI for not being able to change that fortune, even though he carried this bum-ass team to the postseason twice without y'all so-called star.
Twice?
Yeah. Shout out Max. This is Max. I don't know if you can see him.
Yeah, they lost me. I don't remember the second time that he carried them to the postseason, and that's not shit on BI.
I forgot about the knee sprain. The knee sprain was an actual legit injury. The knee sprain was an actual legit injury against Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Failing him. Okay, so let's put it in. Zion failed everybody.
We've been saying that.
Yeah, but they never hear that. So that's why I was just recanting that. I was re-emphasizing that Zion failed everybody. If we gonna go with that narrative, then we gotta really, keep it a buck, and we gotta talk about Brandon's ineptitude to also grow his game, because we say that about Zion all the time. He won't use his right hand. He won't. What moves have you had in the offseason? Well, truthfully, like Brandon regressed. He got comfortable. He stopped doing some of the things that made him special, and he went more for familiarity. Even so much as like I know everybody talk about shooting, but even so much as driving the basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it's supposed to be a partnership between 1 and 14 or 1 and 25 and 14, or 3 and 1 and 14, it's gotta be. You can't just rest on your laurels. You gotta, because I think that first season, I don't remember how many threes he shot, but he shot a shit ton. Maybe it wasn't the first season, but it was either the first 3 seasons. He shot a shit ton of threes. And then, Willie had been emphasizing shooting threes, and Brandon pretty much like ignored him.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely ignored him. Not that he ignored him. And then, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you got to tell a whole story for real. Like you really do have to tell a whole story. Failing him though, man, look, I ain't never agreed so much with Willie Green about anything in my life. But that press conference when that brother said, Brandon's got to figure it out, he was getting played one-on-one. It wasn't like, I mean, sure, they sent a double here and there, but it wasn't like a boxing one. It wasn't like it was a moving zone on him. It was just like, no, you play against this guy, you get past him. The better player in that situation should win. My issue with that whole situation was he quit.
No, he actually did quit.
No, he quit. Lou Dort outscored him in the series too. Like, it's one thing to get your ass beat. Like, the ball don't go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you play basketball, the basketball just don't go in, right? But if you quit on the other end too. So, and then that Laker game, I think you and me talked about that in real time, like watching him on the bench. I get his frustration, but it's like you gotta be aware of the situation.
This isn't a professional. This is not a professional. You talking about everyone showing up? You literally didn't show up. But whether you came back from injury or not, you can stand your ass up and support your team. But this right here, this still picture, that is when I got off the Brandon Ingram train. That right there. And I'm the fool. I'm the fucking fool. I mean, Chad's been talking about this for 3 years now, but that right there is unacceptable. That was my biggest issue. And then he has the audacity to miss 64 more games after that and then say that. What's up, Chris?
What's up, fellas?
Internet's good?
I think so.
Chris, they saying that your internet built like a sack of potatoes. Like, you got Wi-Fi through potatoes, through antennas, and it's cooked up to a string, and it just like, all the BDs together just holding your internet up. Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
Hey, Chris, a little bit too much money for it, man.
Chris, you missed the greatest rant of all time. Justin was in this bitch sounding like Rudy.
Jesus Christ,
bro.
Tom Jonovich?
No, bro, Rudy. Notre Dame.
Gobert?
Nah, bro. Like, no, not we. Rudy.
Huxtable?
Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Is that Matt Damon? Yeah, it's Matt Damon.
No, it was, who's the
I'm running out of Rudy's here, bro.
It's the dude in the Goonies.
Yeah, the little guy from Stranger Things.
I forgot Chris ain't had the internet since Martin went off, bro. Like, anyways.
Chris, thoughts on Brandon, on what he said?
I'm a big believer when you making an introduction, like when you exit out of one relationship and you get into a new relationship, I don't believe it's a good idea to volunteer talking about your ex relationship. I don't think that's a good idea. There's some advice for y'all. Y'all on a first date, that first date is like an open interview. That's like media day for you. You probably should not randomly say, "Oh, well, you're nothing like my ex." I mean, you just met this person, right? In fact, you haven't even played like an actual game here. You've been an observer, right? I think that to me, I kind of similar to Bruce Brown saying when he was in New Orleans, he was thinking about Denver. Like, I expect guys when they leave New Orleans or when they leave most teams to say stuff like this, or at least prepare myself so I'm not surprised when it happens. But I'm also want to give bro advice here, right? Brandon got a chance to get away with a lot of stuff in New Orleans, a lot of stuff. And the thing that is funny is that people, we were, anytime we had anything critical to say about Brandon, it was y'all hating on him. It's Zion's fault. It's Willie's fault. It's this, but no one ever wanted to hold Brandon to the mirror, right? After the first couple of years, and I think that I'm hoping that even he can take this as whatever happened in New Orleans as just a reminder. Oh, okay, yeah, everybody, you got a full packed stadium there in Toronto, but guess what, bro? That means more attention. That means that you're not going to be able to just decide when you want to play and when you don't want to play. You're not going to be able to be 80% and your team needs you and you decided not to. You're not going to be able to warm up in front of everybody and have multiple Pelicans members come up to people that are sitting in the front row. Could have been me, and say, I don't understand why this guy isn't playing. People with Pelicans gear on saying, I don't understand why he's not playing tonight. I didn't ask them to tell me. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't ask them to tell that particular whoever it was that was in that situation. It just happened. So, like, the microscope gonna be there. Oh, and they just paid you $140+ million, or whatever it is. So, you no longer can hide behind Zion's inconsistencies. It's you and Scotty Barnes. It's your show. Everything, like, you with this added fan base that you got, it's gonna be a lot more criticism. Oh, and you also can't skip pressers after the game too. When you go out there and you shoot 9 for 18 and you don't and you shoot a 2 instead of a 3, or you take too many contested shots, or you decide not to play defense, or something like that happens, or you look lackadaisical, and those fans don't really know you, right? They don't really know you like that. So you got to talk after the game. Ain't let Scotty and RJ and nope, they're gonna want to hear from you. So I hope he understands really what comes to that, bro. I wish that brother, nothing but the best. I hope he has a great year. He has no reason from here to talk about New Orleans.
Hey, bro. Oh, my bad, Chaz.
No, you're good. You go ahead, Lito. I'll say it to you.
I was just gonna say, like,
I think I fixed it, y'all. No, I didn't.
Oh, shit. Spoke too soon.
You're definitely frozen.
It's crazy, dog. What is going on?
Yo, you might get like a Ethernet cable, like a 30-foot Ethernet cable, and just plug it directly into
that's
your
what
PC.
I have.
My little cousin, that's what he does. It works. What you saying, Lito?
No, I was just gonna say, it's one thing. It's one thing for.
Oh man,
It's one thing to request to not have to speak after games. It's one thing to request it. It's another thing for that request to be authorized.
Oh yeah.
That iteration of the Pelicans front office is so pussy. I'd have looked at him in his face and been like, man, if you don't get your fucking ass out there, man. No.
Y'all gonna remember this. Do y'all remember? Yeah, it was after game 1. Game 1 or game 2. I forget what it was. And I got shit for this too. We lose. I think it might have been game 2. It was game 2. So we lose game 1 to OKC by a close margin. Then we get our ass kicked game 2. And I keep telling the story. It's one of my favorite stories about Brandon Ingram. I went back and looked at the teams that lost that night. It was the Celtics and like some other, the Nuggets, whatever, go down the list, right? They sent out Tatum and Brown, and the Nuggets sent out Murray and Jokic, and so on and so forth. You send out your top 3 guys in the playoffs. We lost game 2. And I woke up the next morning. I'm like, I wonder who talked. Let me see who talked. And the Pelicans sent up Jonas Valanciunas and Herb Jones. And they kept Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum in the locker room. And in the playoffs, that shit's aired live on NBA TV. So like everybody's watching the pressers after the games and so on and so forth. So Brandon Ingram, not only did you fail on the let him do it again, game 2, you also decided to skip the presser again after you skipped the Lakers presser a week ago. And then I got shit because I called out Brandon Ingram for not showing up in the post-game presser. Obviously in game 3, when you did call him out, he showed up game 3. This is the type of shit he did on a daily basis. You want some of post-practice pressers? That guy was never available. There was one time where Brandon Ingram made some of the Pelican staff shoot for him to come to us to talk. I'm serious. Some of the staff in the practice facility had to make a shot for him to then speak to the media. And this is the shit that like went on a couple. Like it's embarrassing. Like, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. I got stories for days on this shit. So not only did he make the media, which is like it's happening at like 2:00 on a Tuesday, right? He's making us watch these Pelicans, personnel shoot a shot. We've been in there for 45 minutes. He takes his sweet ass time. He does a do or die or whatever. The guy makes it. And he's like, oh, I guess I got to do it. Like this is the guy. Like, look, man. Like y'all can have your thoughts about fans, and I get it. Like this network, this specific show hear everything, and there's a reason why we say, and there's a reason why we act the way we do. And they're like this guy. And look, I hope he figures it out in Toronto. I really hope. I will never hope for injuries on a player. I'm not that guy. I really hope he has a healthy season. But for him to say that and include New Orleans today, that set me off because I got to cover him for 2.5, 3 years. I saw how he operated every single day. He worked hard. I'll give him that. He stayed after practice. He got up extra shots. He did all that shit. But to be the face of the franchise and be a $35 million player, and he did some just shit that like would not fly in a lot of other places. Chicago, Boston, Denver, New York, LA. You're gonna see it in Toronto. You pull that shit in Toronto, ain't gonna fly.
Hey Justin, you remember when you sent me to cover the game? I forgot what game it was, but anyway, so I did the pregame and I did the postgame presser. And I don't know if you remember this conversation, but she was asking me like, yo, bro, like, how you like it? Like, you want to go back and do this again? And I'm like, nah, this ain't for me.
No,
just straight.
This ain't for me. We had to. I'll never forget this. It was me and Will Guillory. We standing by, because like obviously the game's over. Like dudes is like, what you doing in the locker room, getting dressed and shit. You don't want to be all in people's space. Dog, B.I. waited 45 minutes to take a shower. I don't know if y'all understand how long 45 American minutes is just to be standing in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk to somebody, son. And it's like, bro, like obviously you got a towel on. I'm not really trying to talk to you in this space. Like, go take your shower. We can ask you questions. My dog.
Because he wouldn't show up to the presser. He would not go to the other room.
Justin, it was 45 minutes. And then after his shower, he just snuck out the back.
What's the difference between 45 American minutes and like, I guess, European minutes? What's the
man? Some of the Euro minutes go slow, bro. Like it's a good time over there. You know what I'm saying?
They got good time over there.
Except if you're in Paris. Almost got arrested in Paris.
Of course you did. Chaz, go ahead.
I think the way Brandon Ingram has been covered the last 3 seasons. You know what? I'm gonna say 4. The last 4 seasons has been a total injustice to firstly me, and secondly to people who enjoy watching like good basketball players. Because my knock against Brandon was never like the shit he did off the court necessarily, because I generally don't care. But it was mainly you not good enough to do these things. If I just never thought Brandon was very good. So if he was like cold, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum do. Like I don't care. But the fact that I always saw Brandon as like Jeremy Grant with a sensu bean, I was like, nah, you can't let a motherfucker like that just run amok. This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Like, I just never got it. I never understood the appeal necessarily. But that being the case, I think, look, man, the fan base has bucked this guy's head up for a long time. Local media, to a certain degree, has bucked his head up for a long time. Like, you see, it took a long time for people to even criticize the Saints. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a while. Then you got the stand base, which the only thing I can compare this to, I was like, imagine somebody telling you that Salisbury steak was their favorite food. They're like, that's what I think about when I think of like a Brandon Ingram stan. I'm like, Salisbury steak, really? Is that even from like what creature is that from? So that's like that shit is made out of animal parts. It don't even tell you like where on the cow it comes from. But that, and I just never understood it. And far as him failing the organization, look, when you make $100 million, the organization is on you. I mean, Monty Williams said that to Chris Paul. Monty Williams said, help? You got $100 million? I mean, you got this much money. You the help. We counting on you to legitimize us. Not to mention people, because people want to have it both ways, right? And I'm probably guilty of this myself, because I can't say that I don't think Brandon's very good and have high expectations for Brandon. So I'm guilty of that myself. But people act like Brandon what was that, homie? People act like Brandon wasn't the number 2 pick in that draft. People act like Brandon just some guy, some undrafted free agent who worked his way up. And like, damn, why y'all being so critical? He pulled himself up by his bootstraps. Like, look at the numbers he's pulling up. Man committed treason at the highest level. Look, my grandfather was a veteran. You think I liked how Brandon went out there and represented my country? No, I'm offended. On the highest level, I'm totally offended, right? But again, man, you gas people's heads up. Brandon, this is the same guy who was criticizing Kyle Kuzma. This is the same guy who is saying, I'm not going to let nobody off the hook. I'm going to bust everybody's ass. This is the same Brandon was talking cash money shit. And the thing, again, the best part about all this, because personally, I don't give a fuck anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't getting nothing for him. It was a waste of time. The whole process with Brandon was a waste of time, right? The funniest part to me is, again, he ain't send no shots my way. He ain't send no shots at BKM. He ain't send no shots at Death Row. He's talked about his supporters. He's called y'all broke. He said y'all poor bitch asses couldn't even get into the arena. You had to catch a taxi. Y'all Hondas was getting broken into. He said y'all some fucking scrubs. He totally disrespected y'all. He disrespected the stands. He was like, yeah, the arena empty. You know what I'm saying? These fucking bums, they come in here. I can hear a pin drop. That's what he said about y'all. I don't know how y'all gonna take that. I know that's y'all hero. I don't know how y'all gonna deal with that. I agree with him. But you know, yeah, man. Hey, all I know is I'm unscathed. I'm unscathed.
Hey, I will say, you know, I gave my take earlier as far as like it don't really matter, but I ain't gonna lie, listening to y'all arguments about it, I kind of feeling different now. I feel like no, call out.
Sorry, Jeff.
My bad. Yo, look, shout out to my partner Trent. I remember he called me. He told me one time, he was like, man, I'm at the game in Indiana. Brandon ain't even here. Like, Brandon just motherfucking show up in the fourth quarter, dressed like in a dressed hot dog costume. Wait, we didn't say 69 lights. What we doing? Hey, man, yo, this is crazy, dog. Go ahead, Leo. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you know, call out Griff, call out the organization,
Facts.
call out who you know you feel like somebody slighted you. Like, be angry at who you're angry at. You
put an address
you ain't
on.
have to. Yeah, like you ain't have to. Like the people ain't do that. It's so many people's like, man, BI need to get paid still. You know, pay BI, whatever. And it's like, yeah, don't put the people. The people had nothing to do with however messy that breakup was. That was Griff because he was a year and a half, 2 years too late on the move, and he got what he got. But like, yeah, I don't like that.
And like, here's my biggest. I've had my day with Brandon today and whatever. Like, I don't really necessarily care what people think, but we get in so much trouble, or we hear so much shit about us and this network and this specifically this show because nobody for the last 20 something years has held this team actually accountable. And when you don't hold people accountable, for instance, Brandon Ingram, you can come in here 6 years, make $150, $200 million, play when you want to play when you don't want to play, and no one's going to say shit. And we're kind of like the first group to like start doing this. And I think this is it really is an important part of this because like we got to stop letting people slide. And Chaz, I think you might have had a tweet like, or you had a tweet like maybe on Sunday, like we just hold on to people like way too long because like they like playing for the team or whatever. Like this is at the end of the day, this is a business. And Chaz has been telling me this for years. Like you gotta like, we're so attached to a player because they like this team or they just show up, right? Like at some point you gotta play to win, and you gotta stop having these like weird ass relationships with players, and you know they just like it's just infuriating that this city holds on to players for too long, right? And I think like Brandon just did what he wanted to do because no one was going to say anything. And the one group that did say something, y'all are lying, y'all hate on him. No, we don't. Like we're in the fucking building. All 6 of us hear something every fucking day. Like we're not lying to y'all. You don't have to like show. I don't really give a shit about that. Like we appreciate our supporters, this and that. Like we don't do this. Like we love that. Like we want to see the organization succeed. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, especially stands. Like you're not going to find another group of 6 people that actually care about this team. I don't care who plays for the team. I want to see them win. I want to see them succeed. And when I know someone is half-assing it, I got a problem with that. And guess what? Zion is half-assed it too. But I ain't talking about Zion right now. Zion can change. Zion has a good year this year. I'm all for it. I'm going to support him because he's wearing a Pelicans uniform. But I got problems with guys who half-assed it for 6 years and then take shots the following year when you were the problem. That's my issue with this whole situation. And it's like, it's been a problem with this organization. Like year after year after year after year, we get shit on by these players. And like, enough is fucking enough. Like, I don't blame somebody for not spending their hard-earned money to go watch G Leaguers and watch Zion, Brandon, and all these guys sit on the bench. I don't blame them. That's their hard-earned money. Do they want to waste $150 and bring their kids to see, get your ass kicked by Dallas by 30? No, that's not fun. But guess what? When the players show up, when the stars show up and a good product's on that court, you bet your ass that stadium's going to be packed. And that's the problem. People are like, well, they only show up when you win. Yeah, like, of course. No one wants to go see a fucking losing ass product on a Tuesday. Do you want to go eat a shitty ass steak and pay $75? Or do you want to go get a good steak and eat? So like, that's my problem with everything. It's like, yeah, of course. Like, that doesn't make you a bad fan. That doesn't make we don't support you. You didn't fucking play. You showed up. You half-assed it for the last 3 years. And people got sick and tired of spending their hard-earned money watching you sit, watching Zion sit. That's the problem.
Look at this shit.
I'm so sick and tired.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Oh my God. This was funny though, bro. Like the Brandon thing really taught me about like politics. Cause you got like a couple of other like now defunct podcasts, fucking losers. But and they was doing some serious dick riding, right? I don't know if they like Brandon. The hell, I don't know what was going on, but they was doing some serious cock straddling. But what the thing I never understood was, I'm like, yo, y'all don't like a motherfucker for a second to make you say, wait, am I crazy here? Oh my God. I'm like, wait, am I really hating? They're like, nah, no, I'm not. But every time somebody tried to warn people, like, yo, this is what's really happening here, some people received it, and some people would be like, yo, you know what? My bad, I didn't understand. I was lost in the sauce. I was lost in the lust. Because a lot of this is about lust. I was saying for years, so much of this is a straddling, not strapping, straddling. Right? But a lot of this is about lust, dog. Like, some people never had a semi-premier player. So they didn't really know how to act when BI was here. And again, man, to his to his defense, it wasn't all his fault. It wasn't all his fault. It's like, imagine, y'all remember, I'm trying to think of somebody with, that's like Trinidad James. Imagine somebody calling Trinidad James a musical genius. Crazy. He gonna lose his mind. Right? He gonna like, I'm a fucking, I am God. Like, he gonna lose his mind. He gonna act like a Super Saiyan. Right? So that's a lot of what it is, bro. People just overdid it. People over complimented the man. He was, and I disagree with Justin a little bit to this point.
Go ahead, baby.
I don't think that people respect motherfuckers that enjoy playing here, because they don't enjoy playing here. I'll play anywhere for the money. Like, it was about the money. And Rich Paul came out, and Justin left one thing out. When Brandon got hurt with this ankle injury, Rich Paul was like, what's wrong? Come on, come play.
I forgot about that.
So Rich Paul was like, yo, you need to play. What are you doing? And Rich Paul did an interview in the offseason because people misunderstood. I know a lot of the stands are a little slow. That's why they root for Brandon Ingram. But so we were saying, especially like I think Ross and myself were saying as well, it's like Brandon not gonna get that kind of money in free agency. Brandon might get like 20, 25 million, mid-level exception type money. The only reason he got the contract because he traded to the Raptors, Tim Legler was like, why did they do that? Brian Windhurst, why did they do that? They just gave Emmanuel Quickly a terrible contract. Why would you do that again? Rich Paul, Brandon's agent, said we would have never got that money in free agency. That would never happen. Dog, everybody recognized this at this point at least 2 seasons ago. And that's not to say that he didn't do some good, cool things. I have some good Brandon Ingram basketball memories. I just never thought that he was like that, though. I just never thought he was like that. And now I think a lot of people are kind of seeing the chickens come home to roost.
I might pronounce it Sassone. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm so glad you brought this up because he said, shit, we're ready to hand him the keys after losing 6 in the first round. The fact that people are still bringing this up, that he took us to 6 games with a Devin Booker-less Suns team is like, let's hang a banner. And it's like, that's the problem, guys. Like, it was a fun year. We made progress, but like, we got to stop talking about like, we took the Suns to 6. You lost in the first round.
You won 36 games.
Yeah, you went 1-3 at home. Is that correct? Yeah, you went 1-3 at home.
So.
You went 1-3 at home. Okay, and then Brandon Ingram then proceeded to get swept, and then the Pelicans proceeded to get swept by the Thunder. Like you finished your postseason career 2-8. Like I think you might have averaged. I really think you might have averaged 11.5 points per game against the Thunder in a 4-game set. Like you didn't score more than 92 points. Like get over the 6-game playoff series loss. This drives me insane that people are still somehow bringing this up.
I mean, it's the only thing you got to happen out of this whole era.
Yeah, I think again, man, BI did some cool things, definitely undeniable. But at the same time, I think the fan base and the front office just had too much dip on the chip, though. I think, like, just going back, looking at some of Brandon's like greatest highlights or high points in his career, it was against terrible teams. Brandon, he played against the Charlotte Hornets. He's gonna make 8 threes. People remember that game at home, but they don't remember when he got benched in Charlotte earlier that season. You know, I remember people like, oh, he was hurt. That's why he got benched in the Lakers game. So he wasn't hurt against the Kings the next day or 2 days later. He wasn't hurt then. So he was hurt. He was hurt against the Lakers, that's why he got benched. He was healthy against the Kings, then he was hurt against OKC. I could dig it. Like, what are we talking about here, man? You know, I just think he said he never played with a point guard. I guess, dog. I mean, the thing is, again, when you making that kind of money, you're the help. Brandon wasn't pick 4. He wasn't pick 5. He was the second pick. The guy who was picked number 1 was the fucking I said this one time, and I would have bet some money on it, but I ain't know it would be this true. I said if Ben Simmons stopped playing today, this is about 3 years ago, Brandon would never have those accolades. Like, it just is what it is, man. It's just about accepting people for who they are and what they really do on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're supposed to go 30 minutes, went an hour. First off, appreciate the super chats, Ezekiel.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for all your support. And look, thanks for everybody in the comment section and everyone supports the show. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the Brandon Ingram stands too. It's fun to go back and forth with y'all. And obviously, a lot of y'all owe Chaz an apology for sure. Do you have the tweets, Chaz? Do you have it? Oh no, stay over there. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh yeah. I got some whatchamacallit though. I do have some evidence just in case a motherfucker try to, you know. And I remember this dude Mabel. Shout out to Mabel, whoever you are. I know he retired at one time when Brandon
was back, I think, right?
Oh, it was he? Okay, I know. I thought he had quit when Brandon was averaging. Yo, that's another thing. Y'all don't stand by y'all people at all. I would hate to have to do a jokes with y'all. Motherfucker, Brandon was averaging 3 points at feed, but he said, all right, y'all, my time here.
He deactivated his account.
Yeah, motherfucker start talking all weird. Yeah, man, social media's become too toxic. Oh, because your man's averaging 3 points. But I remember the comparison was Brandon Ingram to Jaylen Brown. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know if that's a comparison. He was like, what about Brandon's defense? What about Brandon's defense? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you crazy? But I'll close with this because I don't want to keep bashing Brandon.
Yeah, this will be the end of the Brandon. This is our goodbye to Brandon.
Yeah, this is my go to. Well, they got me fucked up now. Proving my days off. Watch this. Ah, coach, I'm hurt. Come get me. I'm hurt. Ah. Hey, guess what the day is, Jose? Taco Tuesday. Yo, what the fuck? No, what the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck was all that about?
Like, can you just fast forward?
I think I can.
Please fast forward back to the hot dog.
About to start up. Wait, hold up.
What about
Taco Tuesday?
Son.
Who plays like that? I just thought about Martin said water was glistening all over your body. He said, what you say? Who the fuck plays like this? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Woo! Woo! Oh my god.
Wait,
oh my god, this is my moment. Over here. I got it. Look out. Watch out. Look out.
They are forced to.
Brandon like the motherfucker cutting class in the gym. Like, yo, let me see that bitch real quick. Let me see.
Chaz, that is one of the best. That is one of the best moments of this show's history. The fact that you cut that up and narrated yourself is.
No, it was funny because on the audio, Joel said, "Brandon, we don't need a three." Oh my god, this is my moment. Over here. I got it.
What?
It's wide open.
Bro, why just dump it off the Herb on the left side here? It's a layup, like just a tech, and it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Look at Trey at the top of the key. Is that Trey? Oh my!
Wait, hold up, Chaz, hold up. Wait, no, go back to that. Go back to the last.
Oh my god, this is my moment. Over here.
Wait, stop. What about your boy right here in the right corner? He's like, "Oh, we're so fucked."
Trey's coming down.
We're like this, and then Brandon's like, "Hold." I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Look, this guy knows. Who's this guy? Who's this guy holding the hands up here? Who's this? Is that Najee? Najee's like, we got it.
Najee.
We're ready. Look, Casey's like, we're ready. Borrego, like, we got it. And then Brandon just, play it. This is a film breakdown. Look, he does. Stop. Go back. He does a no-look pass. This is the best part. He does a no-look fucking pass a chest pass, a fucking chest pass to Larry Nance, who's not even looking for the ball. If he would just simply bounce it. So then this is where it gets really good. So Brandon's looking, he's like, fuck, I made a great pass here. This is a dime. He's looking out at half court, ready to get back on defense. Play it again, play it, Chaz. So then he's like, okay. We get a break.
Look out! Watch out! Look out!
They have forced the turnovers. There's no question.
What in the fuck? Dog, you realize that was like their third offensive board? Wait, this is unbelievable. Oh, look at this. I remember watching this in real time in total disbelief. He's wide open right here.
Chaz, can you play it and stop it when Brandon shoots it? Look at that.
Over here. I got it. Look out. Watch out. Look out.
Stop it here. I'm just looking at look at Willie.
Wait. Look at JV. Like,
oh, fuck. That is such a crazy shot.
You know what I'm thinking about? Well, motherfucker said, yeah, that's me. You probably wondering
what the heck got here.
Nothing beats a getaway.
Look at wait, stop. Wait, go back. Wait, go back. Right where he releases it. Look at Matt Ryan. Watch where he releases it. Stop. Look at Matt Ryan. What? Matt Ryan. What? Even Jose. Oh, this is so good.
Damn. That's crazy.
This
is the craziest part to me. Nobody's putting no weight on the left foot. No, he got a right foot. What?
No, I think it was left. I think it was left.
I'm saying, don't you got a right foot? I'm hopping before I let a motherfucker carry me. I'm hopping to the car. Before I like, what kind of weird shit is this? Come on, man. What is this, bro?
Chaz, look at Chaz, what a video.
What kind of shit is this? This is crazy, dog.
Look at this guy.
God.
Hey, Brandon. Appreciate your time. 6 years. You know what, though?
Brandon, man.
You know what, though, man? You gave us. You just can't talk shit about the city or the fans when you act like this.
I fuck with Brandon, man. Brandon brought me a lot of laughs, man. I fuck with Brandon.
You know, like it's so funny. I really did like Brandon. Like I just something changed. And like that. This is it. This is our send off to Brandon Ingram. Lita, do you have anything to close out?
How does one follow up that? you don't see anything. Sayonara.
Salute. Smash the like button. We'll see y'all later.